What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with my rookie top 10. I had to do 10 because I usually start doing it. I got a good sample size. We double digits in games now. Players have got opportunities. Players have failed in their opportunities. Some guys look decent. Some guys look bad. And some guys don't look good at all to the point where they might be buses. But it's early. We got some teenagers. We got some early 20 guys. And I'm going to tell you 10 to number one. And this is going to be every month for the rookies. Number 10, Tyrese Maxey. A lot of people have been sleeping on Maxey. I know he hasn't shot the well from three, but he also has been a better scorer than people thought he would be at the NBA level. I feel like him getting comfortable and learning his game and seeing how it translate has caused him a little growing pains. Not only that, the minutes haven't been consistently there, and his performances just haven't been consistent. He goes good a couple games, then he had a game where he didn't do as much, and that's what you expect from a rookie that's coming off the bench and not having consistent minutes and consistent opportunity, especially with the same lineups. So I'm not gonna make too much excuses, but I thought Maxey would be a decent role player when they drafted him, and I thought that would be his future in the league. And he's showing signs of why I felt like that coming into the draft. And he also, fits very well with the Sixers team. They need a guy like him, and it isn't working out for him. Number nine, Denny. He has been better defensively than we all have thought, but offensively, I think he's been a little underrated. I know he's not having an amazing season or a great season, but people don't even think about Denny. People don't even believe he is one of the better rookies. I know he didn't live up to where he was picked at, or he's not been a big impactor when it comes to winning or even, being a difference maker at this point in his career, but he has been solid, taking shots that he takes, fitting within the offense, not trying to do too much, not overthinking, just playing his game and understanding his role and knowing what he brings to the table at the end of the day is what he does. And he has played 11 games and he hasn't looked great or amazing, but he has looked like a solid starting caliber player in the future. I didn't think he'd be an all-star. I didn't think he'd be a superstar. I thought he'd be a solid starter. And he's showing that he can be that in Washington right now. Xavier Tillman, I only put him on here because his run with the Grizzlies. Obviously, John Morant and these guys are out, and he had an opportunity to show what he can bring to the table on both ends of the court, and he has done that, so you have to give him credit for that. It hasn't been a large enough sample size, but it's been enough compared to the other rookies because he played that well in that span that they needed him to, and it kept him in the playoff race, and it gives him a chance to still make it. And he's a big reason for that. So shout out to Xavier Tillman. Shout out to the Grizzlies for holding it down when John Morant went down and everybody thought their season was over. And let's see what they do. Isaac Okoro, I like him just because he is a two-way player. His defense isn't as great as people think because he has to get adjusted to the strength and the speed of the game. And that will take years, especially when you play with a team like Cleveland where you don't really have great perimeter players with you defensively. And he's the best one, honestly, and he's only a rookie. But we knew that Garland and Sexton wasn't drafted for their defense, but we knew that's what Isaac Okoro was supposed to do. I still like him more at the two than I like him at the three. I think he's a little undersized and just don't have the strength to really battle with those type of guys at this point in his career. And it can also hurt his confidence seeing LeBron James and these guys just run roughshod on his defense and he can't do much about it because he shouldn't be guarding them anyway, in my personal opinion. But I'm more Isaac Okoro at the two than at the three, but he has shot the ball pretty decent and he has played well in other areas of the court, whether it's rebounding or even just, filling in, passing the ball, doing the hockey assist thing, and staying out of the way. He's never been known as a great offensive player. He wasn't drafted for that. He knows his game, he knows his role, and he picks his spots, and that's something that he has mastered already. Emmanuel quickly, this is a guy that nobody's seen doing well. Nobody thought what he was going to bring to the table would be what he's doing now. And he has put together a couple good games and he has become a solid rotation player. Emmanuel quickly was known as a player that was decent. But now he actually shown that he's an NBA caliber player and he deserves the minutes that he's been getting. So I have no problems with quickly. I feel like he has quickly, got on the radar of me. Now I'm looking and seeing what he does. I want to see can his shooting be consistent. I want to see can his shot creation be consistent because that's the making of a starter. And I really want to see if quickly can take that jump and be one of the fourth or fifth best player in the starting lineup. I don't know if he's going to be that, but he does show signs that he can be, a steal, if not the steal of the draft for where he was. So to me, when I look at quickly, he's probably the biggest surprise outside of Xavier Tillman. When it comes to how they have performed and what we have thought they would bring to the table as NBA rookies, and quickly has been amazing. Number five, Anthony Edwards. I know he's not filling up the stat sheet. I know he's not playing great defense. I know that he's known for his scoring, and that's the main reason why he's been so high. But he got off to a decent start. He has cooled all the way off, and he hasn't been the most efficient guy. Has not played a great rookie season, if I had to be honest, and he doesn't look good for how he has played since he is the number one pick in his draft. But when you look at Anthony Edwards' body and you look at his potential, you knew that he was going to be raw because he was raw in high school and he was even rawer in college, it seemed like. But he was able to ride that hype to the number one pick, and now he's saying catch up to him. I thought that the game would be a little easier because he's playing with more space. Not only is he playing with more space, he's playing with better talent than he did in college. A lot of people felt like he didn't have the shooting, he didn't have the help that he needed to be a special player, and it still hasn't helped him as he has become a guy that's getting good minutes for a rookie, and he hasn't been able to score and produce at a high level. Doesn't play well off the ball, doesn't score well on the ball, whether he's in the mid post or even off the dribble, or even if it just, trying to shoot a three off the catch. He hasn't looked good shooting the ball. We knew that was a question, and we knew that if he wasn't going to mix it up offensively, he was going to struggle. That's what he did in high school, that's what he did in college, and that's what he's doing now. So for the number one pick, he has been extremely disappointed. But as a guy that watched him a lot, I'm not really surprised this is the Anthony Edwards that we have got. But considering how bad some of these rookies are compared to actual NBA players and actual NBA veterans and starters, he has had one of the better seasons, as crazy as that sound. Number four is Cole Anthony. He hasn't been efficient either, but he's doing more offensively than a lot of people thought he could. He hasn't shot the ball extremely well from three or, from the field, but he is, buying into a team concept. He is playing hard. He has hit some big shots, and he has been fearless. He's not scared to shoot. He feels like he can make those shots, and the confidence is there, the swagger is there, the mentality is there, just the results isn't there offensively. Just like Anthony Edwards, they're not shy about getting it up, but they haven't been able to knock them down consistently so far, and that's something that I really thought with him being the 15 pick, you can get a spark plug off your bench, and now he's asked to do even more than that. I think he bought off a little bit more than he chewed. That's not what he thought he would be when he came into the league, but with Markelle Fultz going down, they need him to do more. They need him to contribute more, and they kind of threw him in the fire. And he has got off to a rocky, efficient start, but we'll see as the season go on, and we'll see as the teammates continue to learn him, and he learns them and build chemistry and trust, and maybe he can turn it around as the season go on. But he has been solid. Number three, LaMelo Ball. He has been high turnover, bad defense, gambly defense, but he has also filled up the stat sheet, getting the rebounds, getting assists, and being able to score double-digit points. The other areas, the intangibles are there. The mentality is there. It's just the execution is still not there, and it hasn't been there in college and in high school, and even, in professional and in high school. But he has never been an efficient scorer, hasn't really been a efficient ball handler either in his career, and that has translated to the NBA. But I like the fact that he's hungry. He plays hard and he feels like he can compete with them, and he takes some shots that show you that his confidence is still there. And it's just about making them, and it's just about taking care of the ball if he's going to play that point guard position. And it's just about being a significantly better decision maker and defender. That's what I got to hit him on right now. But he can easily be rookie of the year because he's in the conversation. Number two, James Wiseman. Only reason why I put him at two is because his defense has been so terrible, and the fact that he hasn't rebounded as well as I thought. But you look at the fact that his minutes, he's still doing exactly what they need him to do offensively. Not down a couple mid ranges, not down a couple threes, catch the ball and finish around the rim. And if you can't do that, just, jump in there and dunk it if we give you a pass. And get out and run in transition, block a couple shots, and rebound, if the ball is in your area. He has checked all those boxes. The defense has not been there, and the offense was raw coming into the NBA and is still there. But when you look at James Wiseman, like a lot of these rookies, the potential is enormous if he can fill out his body and if he can get the touch consistently from away from the basket. He can be a dangerous, versatile scorer in this league, but to be able to score double-digit points and hold your own as a 19-year-old with not that much playing experience, especially at a high level, he has done well. And number one for me is Tyrese Halliburton. The only reason why he wouldn't be number one is if because is it will be because he has missed a lot of games, but he has impact winning. This guy has hit big shots. This guy has took big shots. This guy is one of the reasons why the Kings isn't the worst team in the league record wise, because he has really been a steal. Because a lot of people said he'd be this, he'd be that. He has been exactly what I thought he would be. He has played like a veteran that knows what he is, knows what he brings to the table, and he has done it every time he has played. And I'm very impressed with him. And he would be my number one rookie, even if it was the beginning of the season. I feel like he has been the most consistent and the best rookie in the draft. And that's something that I thought that he would be. He's a great decision maker. He picks his spots when he wants to score. He's fearless when it comes to scoring, and he has unlimited range, and he can score in a multiple and variety of ways already. And a lot of his question marks was there, and a lot of them are still there. But you knew what you was getting, and that's why he has been better than all the other rookies, in my personal opinion. And if I had to pick one guy that has been amazing throughout the whole time he has played, it would be Tyrese Halliburton. The numbers ain't jumping out to you. They're not the most impressive, but when it comes to impact, when it comes to winning plays, winning mentality, selflessness, consistency, and accepting the role, he has done all the above. Other than that, let me know what you agree or disagree with. Check out my website, check out my Facebook page, check out my Spreadshirt. They all will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my older videos. Also, I have a lot of variety. Check them out if you want to. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, signing out. And let me know what you guys think I'm right and wrong about. I love seeing what you guys think. I'm gone. Enjoy y'all weekend, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow.